everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to show you 10 things we do in our home to maintain organization that just make sense. So not everything in our home is organized. Some areas are still a work in progress. Some areas are still a struggle. And I think that's sort of the normal flow of a house, is there are some areas that really come easy and then some that you struggle with a little bit. But the 10 areas that I'm going to show you are areas that have worked for us for quite a while, and they are easy to maintain. So come along with me and I'm going to share them with you. Let's start in the bathroom and I'll show you my makeup bag. So this is it. You can see how small it is, and you can see that it's not overflowing. That's because over the years I've realized that I only use a handful of things. So I keep sort of a tinted moisturizer, lightweight foundation there. I keep a concealer. And then for my face, I keep a cream blush and a bronzer. For my eyes, I have the mascara that I love, and then a tube that I use for brushing out clumps. And then I have 2 brow products that I really like, and that is it. There are a few brushes and a few lip products in there so that if I decide I want to do something extra, I can do a lip product and I can pull from either of these face palettes for eyes. But that's really it. And I can take this with me if I need to do my makeup on the go. And if we're traveling, it's already in a bag. So that is how I store my makeup. So this is in our bathroom closet. And this was my low budget attempt at sort of those clear lucite organizers that look really nice, but are very expensive. So I just bought a few of these clear containers. I think I got them from Walmart. And then I just labeled them with a Sharpie. And so now if we run out of a tube of toothpaste, I can check here to see if we have another one. If we need medicine, I can check here. If we need lotion or something for the face, I can look here. And then if we need refills of something, a razor or some other sort of product, I can look right there. One of the ways that is definitely not uncommon, but is really helpful that we keep our drawers organized is by folding everything in this way, as opposed to having everything stacked on top of each other. It really helps you to be able to see what is in that drawer and then get it out without upsetting everything else. So we do this with all of the kids' shirts, all the kids' pants. I do this in my drawers with my shirts and pants, and I just really find that it works well. This little clothes hamper is something that I found at our local thrift store, I think around the 4th of July. And for a while I used it in our living room and I wasn't really sure what to do with it. And then it occurred to me that we don't have a hamper in the kids' room. So usually our laundry all just goes in hampers in our bedroom. But we discovered that this makes it easier for the kids to put their laundry in the hamper, and then when we are doing laundry we can separate it between our clothes and the kids' clothes, and that makes putting laundry away much easier as well. So that has been kind of an unexpected tip that we have enjoyed. I also really appreciate that this has handles and that it is about the size of maybe 1 load of laundry, if it's overflowing, sometimes 2, but I can easily carry this into the laundry room and do what I need to do. For a long time now, we have kept bins by the door underneath this piano bench, and this is where we store our shoes. So this is an easy place where the kids can find their shoes, and it really lessens the chances of them being lost. It also helps with tracking dirt in the house. The kids just know that this is where the shoes live. Like I said, this is just an old piano bench, and in here is actually where we store our gloves and hats. The first area of our kitchen I have shown before, but if you haven't seen it, we store our Play-Doh and everything that goes with it under our sink. So this is the area under our sink. We have recycle things, we have dishwasher pods, we have just various cleaning things. I only keep enough plastic bags that will fit in this container, so clearly we are plentiful and we don't need any more. I have 2 fly swats hanging here. But the main thing that I wanted to show you here was our Play-Doh organization. I have mentioned this before, but in case you are new or you haven't seen this, we store all of our Play-Doh cutters and accessories here, and then all of the Play-Doh is here. And then each kid has a play mat. And this just makes sense for our family. We do not want Play-Doh on the carpet. Our entire house is pretty much carpet, so the only place that makes sense to have Play-Doh is the kitchen, so that's where we keep it. Okay, if you hear some boiling, it's because I have pasta going. I also just took some little cakes out of the oven, but I wanted to show you this drawer. So this is our utensil drawer. These are the things that we use on a regular basis, and the way that we organize them is just with a regular old silverware organizer. It really helps to separate things, and things aren't slipping and sliding and moving all over the place. We actually did this because we got 2 organizers for our wedding, I believe. And so with this extra one, I thought, what can I do with it? And we just have always used it for our other utensils. It holds everything nicely, and I can see everything at a glance. So there you go. Okay, another area in our kitchen is our spice cabinet. So the thing that I like most about our spices is that they are on this tiered wooden tray. I actually purchased this from a yard sale. It was very inexpensive, and you can't really see, but it is expandable. So depending on how wide your cabinet is, you know, you can make it longer or shorter. And the other thing that I enjoy is keeping the spices in alphabetical order. So I am not in a phase of life, nor do I think I will ever be, when I decant spices and put them in matching jars, in all pretty jars. I'm not at that phase, and I can't see myself being in that phase, but I do like having them organized so I know what I'm reaching for. So the 2 things that I do, number 1, like I said, they're alphabetical, but then also the ones that I reach for more often, I try to keep up here at the front. Of course, on the next shelf up are my shorter spices, and I just keep those in these. I actually have these hung on some little nails, so that way they just hang right there. And then this is a Lazy Susan that I made out of cake pans and marbles. And that's where I keep the rest of our baking ingredients. I also have another one up here where I keep different sauces and things. And the last area, sorry it's a little loud, but the last area is our freezer. So it looks kind of like a jumbled mess, but I actually know what's up here, and I keep categories in our freezer. So any sort of fruits or vegetables I keep in this drawer. Frozen pumpkin, butternut squash, cauliflower rice, things to make a smoothie. All of those ingredients stay here. The next shelf up is where I keep our meat, and so I have some frozen chicken here. Sometimes I'll have frozen sausage, and then I do have our pot stickers there. This third shelf is mainly bread, so I have a few loaves of bread. I have some naan right here, and then up at the top is where I keep breakfast items. So if you guys remember that French toast casserole that I made with the discards from my kids' sandwiches, here is that bag. It's time to make another batch, so I'll be doing that sometime in the next week or 2. But all of our breakfast items stay up here. That could stand to be tidied a little bit, but anyway, I know what's up here. Here's some pancakes. There's a package of bagels. So yeah, having a zone for everything kind of helps me know where it is, and then I just keep ice packs in the drawer. If you have watched Vlogmas at all over the past year or 2 years or 3 years, or anytime I've done Christmas videos, I have mentioned this bin. This stays under our bed year round, and it is our wrapping supply bin. So I have dedicated spots for things. I have bows, I have Christmas bags, I have wrapping paper, I have other regular bags stuffed in here, tissue paper, I have paper to make tags, and then in here I have all of the little odds and ends to go on top of gifts. And then another thing that I mentioned doing this year was after Christmas, I bought the kids clearance Christmas pajamas for next year, and I went ahead and put them in here, so come December 1st, I will know right where they are. The final area is not so much home organization as it is life organization, and it is getting an all-in-one tool such as the Simplified planner. This is not sponsored, although you would think it would be by how much I've been mentioning it lately, but I did a whole video review on this if you want to look at it. But basically what I love about it is that I use it to plan our day, to plan our month, but also I use it as a gratitude journal, and I use it to write the weather for the week, and it just has really made life easy. I use it as a to-do list. I also use it to put scheduled appointments in. So that is my last tip, is to find a system that works for you, that makes sense for the way that you think, and use it well. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will be seeing you next week. Talk to you soon.